Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. So this next video, it's kind of jumping around a little bit. It's stuff I've done actually a few months ago, and so it's been completed. So hopefully I can get it all straightened up. The main part of the video though is me actually working on a dash cap. This is my extra one. I already completed it. There is a few different ways that people do. They try to restore these ones. Either they use like Bondo, fiberglass filler, or there's actually plastic filler you melt into it. That's the way I went. I did start out by removing all of the original vinyl, but you will see that in the video. So I hope you guys like it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think, and thank you very much. All right, kind of jumped ahead on all this stuff because my speedometer, pretty much all my gauges were not working when I was driving the car. Decided to rip it out, clean everything. I had to get a new speed cable, speedometer cable. It's on order. So I just started ripping it out, and like bolts are rusted. I mean, might as well do it, clean it once I'm there. This is an easy job. Really doesn't take too long to do. Sorry, I'm trying to hold this with my phone. So I'm trying to get all these bolts. This doesn't even move. It's so rusted up in here. It's stiff. So the ceiling is ripped up really bad. So I'm gonna probably just remove it, because I know there's going to be rust on the ceiling. I did find some damage on the ceiling too, some pitting up onto it. So I want to see how bad it is underneath, just for future work. So I'll do something. I mean, I don't know, it looks bad having dangling down on it. Cockeyed on the phone. So I'm just going to keep ripping this apart, give you guys a catch up. I need to get some cleaner, clean all the plastic. This is all faded. It's all worn down. Some of it I might need to paint. I need to run out and get some cleaner to make it better. And then I did pick up a center console. That's out of a 240Z, a local guy that, it's a good price. So I do have to do a little bit of customization to it still, but when I had it there, driving is nice. I can just put stuff there. It worked out great. So that will look better. I don't want to put the carpet in yet because I'm going to be moving a lot of this stuff, cleaning it. A lot of rust, so no point. Very loud. And I do got to put little things in the holes to block it off. So, all right, I'll catch you guys up while I keep going. Okay, kept tearing it down. Took the rest of the headliner. I was driving, it was hitting me in the face, so it wasn't comfortable. And I knew I had some rust. This is middle section here. Got a lot of rust up in there. This has some like glue body filler into it, so it doesn't rattle, doesn't vibrate, but it's kind of getting pretty warped. So hopefully I just lost surface rust. I'll go in there and I'll sand it, and I'll just treat it for now. Don't worry about it. Now, when I ripped it out, I left the bows in place. I am going to remove these. It's important though to mark where they came out of. So I'm going to put this front 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 bow, and I'll have that as the rear, because they're all actually slightly different. And supposedly, if you take them out, they're a pain in the butt to figure it out. So I have a couple sets of these. So once I have these, I'll be able to measure up with the other ones and be able to sell them. So I still have the side part on. I don't know if I'm going to try painting these. I was thinking about just trying to put a board up here for now, paint it or put some cloth to make it look good, because to really put another headliner in, you do got to have the front and rear windows, because they do seal up underneath it, and then you put the window in. So I'm not going to do that obviously for now, because I don't want to take the windows out. Then I only got a tear on that one. These aren't too bad. I'll have to clean them, see how good they clean up. Maybe I'll try painting them black or something. So okay. All right, we're back inside the car working on the interior. As you can see, I've got a good amount done. I did paint the ceiling black. It looked up pretty good. And then I did end up painting, move around. I have to go back and put another coat on these though. The pillars, this is the original vinyl. I didn't want to rip it off, I didn't have to. I went ahead and painted that black. That came out really good on both sides. And then on the back here, I actually wrapped them on myself. It's not as good as I want, but I think it looks a lot better. I originally picked a big ABS plastic board. I was going to try to form it to the roof by melting it with a heat gun because I have a second roof out there. Didn't work. It got too warpy. So that's why I said I didn't paint this black. I do got to put another coat on the top here. I'm just going to leave it like that for now on, and until eventually I do have to remove the windows and I'll do headliner properly, but I don't need that now. So I got that all painted. Got the back area all painted. So getting a lot done. Next, I do got to paint the front pillars now. So I'm just taping off the window because I don't want to get paint on the window because that's hard to scrape. Then I end up taking the whole dash apart. Top parts was all cracked. I got a plan how I'm going to try to restore that. So I'll go over that soon with it. So far it's looking good. I'm happy. And just got to paint up through there black as well. I do need to go and tap these bolts out because they're so rusted. They broke off up inside of it. So, but everything has been rust treated though, because why do it if you're not going to take care of it completely? So that's fixed. Then after that, I can start putting everything back in. Now I did do other things. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I did paint my seats. These originally had the orange stripe. I think this one I still gotta go back and pull it more. You can see the little orange. But I used some fabric paint for it. I'll show it later when I find out what I did with the can. So I got both of those painted. I just painted the front and then the stripe. I didn't go on the back or anything. Those are pretty good. These are just temporary seats, but I do like how they came out. And then the rear, I did paint the rear. I had a couple rear seats. This was the better out of the ones I had. See, the only big problem with these were brown originally. So they came out really good. I mean, push on it, the fabric's not cracking or anything. But the only issue with this seat is this right here. The seam is splitting down the line. The other ones had more gashes and tears in it. So, but I mean, I'm going to be riding my back for now, so I don't mind. It's going to look good. I did order some custom floor mats I'm putting into it. I do have my carpet sitting right here. I'm not going to put that in yet because when I did wash the car, I take it out, I did get water in the car somewhere. So after I get this stuff done, I'm going to take the car outside, hit it with the hose. We'll have my wife hit it. I'll sit inside the car, see where the water's coming in at, because I don't want to put the carpet in or anything if I know it's just going to get ruined. That might help get a little bit quieter for it. So that's where we're at so far. I did pop these out too, up the front for the dash. Went ahead. I had a few different pair of them. Like you can kind of see like with the surface rust of this. So I sanded these all down and I treated them with rust killer, and then I painted them with rust sealer and cream too, because I like these might scratch too easy though. We'll see. Might have to go in with another just flat type of black paint. So ball's rolling, just trying to get this thing look nice. I know in this video I'll probably put a little clip, or you can go to my Instagram. I did have it me starting it up, running really good. So, and then I have to go over all the little things I had to do that I never covered to actually get it running. So I will cover that. See how much this video takes up, or I'll put all that at the end of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get this painted. I'm not gonna show you guys the details to it because there's no point. I mean, I'm cleaning it and just painting. There's nothing to it. All right, guys, I got the all the vinyl off of this thing. It was kind of a pain in the butt. It took a lot longer than I thought, a lot more hours. The backside was the easiest to grab and actually pull off. That's where the sun never really hit it. So that came off actually in huge chunks. Then when I got up to like up in here, downwards a pain in the butt. It's like a broken egg, or trying to peel an egg. I cracked it all up like an egg, and you had to slowly just peel it off. It wasn't bad until you got down to the back edge line to it. Then I had to get a heat gun, heat it up, the old glue, then slowly peel it off. Before I started the heat gun I used right here, you can see it's more chewed up. Sorry it's loud out. Neighbors are having a swimming party, and one neighbor's cutting the grass. So it does smell. I'd recommend doing this in a good ventilated area because you are heating up glue and stuff, so it's not good to breathe it in. So now at this point, since it's all stripped, we're gonna have to go ahead now and do a V-shaped cut down into it to make room for the filler for the plastic to fill up. So as you can see, sun's killing it, how it bulges up. I'm gonna get a straight roller here to make sure it's evenly straight across though, because this is how it lifted up and it's split. So this is a huge gap. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to fill. I decided to go with this one because this one was in the worst shape out of all of them. So if I messed it up, I don't feel as bad. It's good practice. This one I'll probably have to just do a little bit. It's not as huge. And this lip right here, I'm not gonna worry about like having to fill that up, because that's actually part with the other part of the dash. The black panel in the background goes against the window, and that actually hides underneath that. But I do need to try to clean. I don't know if I'm gonna try to do this with the plastic filler or I'm gonna have to add Bondo to it. But we'll go ahead and just get the V cut shaped, and then we'll try some melting some plastic. So let's do this. Okay, so went ahead, took an edge, made sure that the edges weren't raised up at all, so it's pretty flush. Had to remove a lot from here, a lot down here, made our way down to the metal. It's a lot to fill up. It's gonna be interesting. I might have to put some tape or something plastic to help hold it, to help hold the filler. So a little bit in here and down through here. Ain't too bad. So this is one that was originally on the car. I thought about doing this one. The vinyl might be come off a little bit easier. This had some other coating and glue on it because it had Velt, some nasty on top. But this is the material I'm going to put onto it. I did a little test patch, see how much I needed to actually clean, how good it had to be to make sure you don't see any wrinkles. So I purposely put it on the cracks to show, see, it shows everything behind it, a little raised. So I got to make sure this thing is nice and flat and flush as possible. So now I'm gonna get the plastic welder, heat that up, and we're gonna give that a go. Try probably filling up the smaller ones first, because I have to figure out how to exactly, because that's a lot of material I'll have to fill in there. So hopefully this works out. All right, I got the kit out. That is heating up. Just show everything that comes with the kit. It does come with reinforcement mesh. Ooh, wind's picking up. Feels good actually. It's really hot out today. It comes with the filler plastic. Good amount actually. I did buy extra. I probably didn't need to buy extra because I have a lot of 3D printers and I have a lot of plastic, so I don't know why I bought more. So this kit was $17.99, and then a wire brush into it. So we'll make sure everyone ready. It's get nice and really hot. And once it starts melting, it'll work out really good. So I'll probably, maybe, I don't know if I need to use this or not. We'll see. We'll just trust these out first and see how well these do. So we'll start with this side. All right, fill this up. This took about 2 of these filling sticks to get it done. Try to just go a little bit higher so when I sand it down, I get more flush with it. I mean, I can see this being better in Bondo because it dries faster and it'll be harder. So technically this is good for the main filler. And if I need to go back in, I could do Bondo over top of it. So that one's good for now. Let's go ahead and do the even smaller one. This should be an easier one. And then we'll save that one for last. I'm not going to do that one time lapse because it takes a long time to actually get it going. And when I first started, I was like, man, this stuff, I don't think it's going to work. But after the heat got hot enough and melted enough in there, it seemed like it might be okay. So I'll come back once these are filled. All right, here we go. I think I got enough on it for now. Hardens up pretty good. So try to get to see how well it worked on the little spots. This took me 1 stick. This took me about 6 sticks. Came through. I just put a little thing to block it. Didn't come all the way through, but it's pretty good. And this one took 3 sticks. I'm trying to get the little areas. We'll see. I think I do need it. We'll have to use some type of body filler or something with the small stuff. I'll do a test piece though. Maybe I won't. I need to. I mean, there's a big hole there, and these, I don't know if those will show up. So next thing I have to go down is sand it. Oh, key though, when you use this thing, after you unplug it, it's still really hot for a while. I just set it back down, wasn't paying attention, and my mistake, I burnt through it. Some electrical tape will hold it and go all the way through, but you can see the copper wire, but not safe to use right now. So it stays really hot. I don't think I needed to buy any more actually sticks because definitely had enough in that kit, so I'll be able to return them. But I'm going to have to sand it, see if make sure there's no dip in it. At least I can still feel it's warm in some areas. And it took a lot to melt it, so hopefully that'll work. So let's. I need to see what type of sandpaper I have. I think I want to probably start. You gotta be careful because this material here eats away very quickly and easily. So I want to make sure I start with something light and so maybe like 180. And if that doesn't seem like it's enough, then I'll drop it down to like 120. You know, I'll probably start with 120. Then if that is, I'll drop it down to 80 and from there. And then we'll see if I need to add more. Okay, so I went ahead and I sanded the whole thing down the best I could. It's good. I like the plastic, how it fills the holes. It's nice and really sturdy. Problem is, after I sanded it down and I took it to 180, when I put the, maybe I need to go lower. I don't know if that will help or not. I can still see the lines from the plastic when I put a test strip over it to see how well it's sealed up. This is where I put it on and ripped up to it. So I'm actually going to try a little bit of Bondo. Put it on top of it and sand it out and see if that helps out with it. Okay, here we go. I put Bondo on a couple times and I sanded. I started, so you see where it's more pink. That's where the first time around I believe I put too much hardener into it, so because it dried up really quick. I originally just started with this patch here, here, and here, and then tried sanding it out. I just wasn't getting the feather edge I liked and the covering I liked. So I went ahead and made some more up after I sanded it, applied it all the way across it, and then I sand it all down. So sanding wise, I did use an orbital sander. I used 180 grit, and then I did up to 320. I mean, it doesn't have to be 100% smooth. The biggest thing is I don't want any lines, creases into it. I still have some imperfections. I did go back through. I had, it was kind of like, I don't have it, it's the pink body wood filler and stuff. I use that because it dried and it sands really easy. I put it like here, a few spots to help me sand it and get better coverage. It seemed to work actually really well. So now the fun, I think the harder part, I have to figure out how I need to get this to lay down flat. So you can buy this, I got it off Amazon. This is already got the sticky peel away. It's for couches and car seats. So I figured that's for car seats. It should stick hopefully pretty well to it. And I mean, it's most cars gonna be up in the garage a lot. So hopefully that covers it. So let's go ahead and try to figure out how to cut this out the right way and do the wrap. Okay, here it is. Came out pretty good. Things I do recommend: make sure you have clean board underneath without any extra Bondo on it. I thought it was all dried up. These little dots now. Gonna come off. It's just gonna take a little elbow grease. Like a black car shows all the imperfection, this will show all the imperfection. So, I mean, think of it. I had a huge crack right here. Oh, right there. See? Boom. That was right here. Went all the way across. The other crack was right here and right here. The only place I can really, I mean, you can feel when you rub your hands, I feel a little dip right here. But in that, I'm actually quite happy. It stretched pretty well. Areas I could probably figure out how to do better is the end parts. I'm not going to be able to see them too well, and hopefully they're not too thick, but that's covered. Same with this side. So the big question is, actually, when I flip that back over, get it all dirty again, I'm going to have to, hopefully this fits now properly. It's not too thick, hopefully. And how long will it last? That's the only thing, because this was made to go on actually other fabric to hold down this type of glue. So it made it a little easy, a little hard to figure out actually how to line it up. The key part was to cut it as small as possible, so I don't have to worry about moving as much fabric, so pretty much I started in the middle when I pressed it, and I pressed out away from it on both sides so I wouldn't get any wrinkles. That was the big thing. So, and this stuff, ooh, wow, finished just in time, starting to rain. So this came out really good. I'm happy with it. And now figure out time to put everything back together and hopefully it lasts. So pretty much got it all back together. I'm pretty happy with it. There are a few minor things. I mean, I am planning on eventually removing this dash anyways and cleaning everything behind it, get the old rust out. Like the pad I'm happy with for what it is. I didn't make it long enough on each side, and I didn't do a good job doing the corners. I thought they'd be hidden better, but they're not. But it's okay. I do have a big gap here, so I don't know if it was always like that, just black behind it, and more of a gap here. I don't know. Not thrilled with it, but it's good for now. I'm not, can't complain too much. Everything else fitted back. Everything's been nice and cleaned. I mean, this stuff was really dirty. Big thing with like these for the glove box, this right here shrinks and this starts to crack and pull away. Same over on this, that side, but it's solid. I do have a radio from another one I had. I don't know if it works or not. I'm probably not worried about putting it in. I might just make a plate with the ABS I have now, or maybe I'll make something up on the 3D printer and have like 510 or Datsun in the middle of it or something. So like this needs all taken apart and clean because these are stiff, but I don't need that now anyways. So I'm quite happy. Hopefully, I put all new bulbs too in the back of the cluster. Well, not all new, but the ones I found from all the ones I had, hopefully they're all working. This wiper switch, light switch was broken on the other one, so hopefully now it's working. I'll hook all of it, test it. The horn doesn't work, but who needs a horn? So other things that I did to the car that I was planning on going over to get it running. Since I put the Weber carb onto it, there's a few things that I had to change. One thing I didn't need to change, but kind of had to, is actually the foot pedal. So the rod on it, if you saw my Instagram, I was welding it together. This pedal part here is from a 240 SX, and then I just cut and I welded it onto the rod. So that way I have a pedal, because on the floor right there, it's fiberglass. That's where it was rusted out and it was torn. So I couldn't keep the same foot pedal with it. The problem I do have driving, I think it's the linkage pretty much, is the pedal gets stuck. So I have to pop it in neutral, use my foot and pop the back of it out. So I need to go through and lube all that. And the other thing I had to do inside for the carb linkage, when you put a Weber on, it sits a lot further away from the firewall. I might need to get my light. So here's the throttle rod. This is the linkage through here. I probably will go ahead and I'm going to eliminate this eventually. probably when I have to redo the engine bay. But this rod right here was way too short, about an inch short. So hope we can see in here. I had to cut it and get an extra rod and extend it and weld it to make it extend to it to be able to reach. Because I could set this up for cable. If I was planning on putting like a different engine in it, cable might be more, in the long run, better. So I might do that down the line, but I just got that because that was the quickest way to get it running. So everything in the engine bay is good to go for driving wise. Okay, I'm back. All my clips I've been making are kind of all mixed matched together. This one I did pretty much got everything back together. When I took the car out and see where all the water was coming from, it was coming from every single door. So I got I need to replace all door seals. Problem is I really don't, why is my light on? Oh. Problem is I really don't want to put new seals on the door if I'm going to take these doors off and have to get them painted, replace one door. So yeah, it's staying inside for now anyways, not planning it. So washing is going to be a little hard for the moment. Also, it's leaking water right here. I don't know if it's because of this dent right here or just the seal's broken and coming off. So I do have water coming inside through there when it hits it. So that's a problem. I might just get some sealant, try to see if I can seal it up, and I'll make it look halfway decent for it. But as you can see, I do got the seat in. I put all these trim ins, hoping this would help seal the door up. It did not. But rear seat belts are in. I didn't make a back panel for that. I'm gonna do that out of the ABS since the roof failed, but the roof is all painted. I still gotta I have a dome light somewhere. I'm gonna need to find that. And then I got these, ordered these. I like them, they're pretty cool. Since I don't want to put a carpet in now, since the water is leaking, these I can easily pop in and out when I do wash it. I don't mind getting water onto it. So I do probably need to figure out how to clean that all up. Kind of stinks, the center console I have to either cut it up or don't use it because it doesn't fit in between both of these seats. So that is a bummer. One other thing I need to do is I do gotta get the panel for this still. I disconnected this. I gotta clean this all up, get this rust off of it, bolt it back up. I did make the other side. My buddy originally cut some made some for me. I just had to paint them out of like the original material. The problem is though, if I'm getting water down here, I don't want to use them. So I used the ones he gave me as templates. I don't know if I show these. I'll have to look it up on my videos. And I just bolted these in. So got it on that side, looks very nice. So water won't damage it. So it's been like this now for a little while. From my last video, I'm at the port, I still got to bleed my brakes. I replaced the brake line. So hopefully I'll be able to get out and drive it today for that. So